Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this is the Golden Hub, and today we're talking about your credit score or credit score. So your credit score is so important to an extent that the bank will have to look at that before they can determine to grant you any funding or in terms of loan. They will have to look at the analysis of how you're managing your present and your past debt, which is quite significant. So for an example, if you don't have any money, but you would like to make it big in terms of the property space, or in terms of you becoming a property investor, and you would want to use other people's money, meaning you would want to go to the bank for funding, you need to make sure that your credit score is up to par, because if your credit score is not right, you might get a bigger interest or they might decline your application. So for an example, if right now you want to check your credit score in terms of where you stand currently, there's an app called Clear Score. So Clear Score will give you, or they will make a consolidation of all your accounts, and then they will give you your credit score as it is with the credit bureau. And I will drop the link on my description if you want to download that website or that app. And then back to the business of the day. So, unfortunately, the system of South Africa or the system of the world is designed to keep us oppressed, to keep us in debt, because that's where the bank makes their money. They make their money by getting people in debt. This sounds so cliche, but that's the truth. But if you want to be wise, you can use that to your own advantage. For an example, on the previous video, I have highlighted that there are bad debt and then there are good debt. The debt that doesn't bring money to your pocket is a bad one, but the one that brings money to your pocket is a good debt. For an example, if you say, okay, my plan is to start a property investment, and you don't have any loans, you don't have any accounts, you don't have any clothing accounts, cell phone accounts, you want to start from scratch. So what I would advise you is that don't just go and apply for that funding from the bank. What you need to do is open a credit card. So, okay, let me say this. This is not financial advice. This is just me sharing my own opinion. So you can go and open a credit card. So this credit card, you will put it down and then you will draw up a plan for it so that you can be disciplined enough to follow that plan. For an example, you will say, okay, I plan to buy a phone. Maybe that phone is 5,000, right? And you have that 5,000 cash with you. You won't go and pay cash, right? What you will do is you will go and pay with that credit card. And then after paying with that credit card, maybe you wait for 10 days. Then after 10 days to 20 days, you transfer that 5,000 that you had to the credit card so that you pay off that debt that you have created with the credit card. And you keep on doing that, maybe for a year, you keep on doing that, and doing that in a disciplined manner will help you to boost your credit score. And then maybe after a year or 2 years, you go and check maybe your clear score and you see where you stand, and then you can approach the bank. For an example, right now, if you have a loan that you are not paying, you need to make sure that you pay that, because when you're applying for a bond, for a property bond, they will definitely pick that up and it will affect the application in a bad manner. So what you need to do is, before you can even approach the bank, make sure that you pay off that loan, or make sure that you paid consistently in terms of, so that it can improve your credit score. Because if you miss payments, credit bureau will pick that up and that won't play in your favor. So guys, please pay your loans. If you can't pay the amount or the agreed amount, you can negotiate with the bank, so that there's something that you are paying. Because if you don't pay anything, then that will be taken as a missed payment, and a missed payment plays a role in terms of painting you with a bad picture. So guys, please make sure that you do protect your credit score, and you build it so that you are sitting in a great standing. So for an example, right now, if you're saying, Moses, okay, fine, I do have loans, I do have an account that is open. If it's many accounts that you have, before you go and apply for a loan, make sure that you close a few. If you can close all of them before you can go to the bank, because if you have so many accounts and you have a lot of loan, maybe you're sitting in with the kind of loans that you have, or the total loans that you have is a lot. When you go and make another loan, the bank will determine you as a credit risk, or they will say you are a flight risk, because they will look at your history and they will say that, okay, over this period you have created so much loans, and you are coming to open another loan. They might think that you are a person who depends on loan for survival, which is very, very, very bad to them. And if you, the other thing is, you can't take frequent loans. If you take a loan now, wait for a period of 12 months, wait for a period of 2 years before you go and take another one, because if you take frequent loans, that will affect your credit score. So just make sure that you also know how to restructure that. So for an example, right now, if you have built your credit score and you're sitting in a good place, that's when you can approach the bank, and you must also use your card of negotiation, because every time you make an application to the bank, the first offer that you will get is the bank will make the interest to be as high as possible, because remember, the bank is in the process of making money. So they'll always give you a high interest at first. So just know that everything is negotiable. The offer that they give you is negotiable. The offer, if you're going to buy a property, make sure that you negotiate so that you can get the best deal from the property or from the bank. So guys, that's all for today. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. And if you have any topics that you would want me to make a video on, please suggest them on the drop down. Not on the drop down. Suggest them on the comments section.